Hi, I'm Don from DonDronesOn. I've been wearing this cool smart ring from Luna for the past 8 weeks. Let's see what I like and don't like about it. So this is the Gen 2 Luna ring, a smart ring competing with the likes of Aura and Ultrahuman. The marketing hype says it offers activity tracking, health monitoring, fertility tracking, stress management, and of course, sleep tracking. And it's all brought together in the Luna app, complete with an AI health coach. The ring was provided to me by Luna in exchange for this review. But as you'll soon see, I'll give you a very honest and balanced review. Yes, I have some serious concerns about some elements of this ring, so stay tuned. But let's start with the best part. Number one is that it is subscription free. You pay for the ring once and there are no monthly fees. The Luna app and the AI components and all that stuff comes with it. And the app software is being actively improved over time. In fact, you can submit feature enhancements or tweaks and see other people's feedback as well. Improvements made via software updates come in regularly. I like that. It shows that the Luna developers are listening and actively supporting the product. The second best part is the battery life. I've been putting the ring on its charger only when it complains about being below 20%. I've tracked 6 charging cycles like that with an average of 7 days between needing to be charged, which is pretty amazing. It takes about an hour to charge back up to 100%. Now, the charging unit itself is cool. It's sort of a jewel case design, if I can open it, there we go, with a built-in battery, which holds enough for at least 5 ring charges. So you don't need to plug it in to charge your ring, only when the case itself needs to be charged. This is great for portability and travel. The ring itself comes in 5 different metallic finishes. I chose Midnight Black. Luna offers a free sizing kit to ensure you get the right size, and that's important. The ring has negligible weight. Mine came in at about 4 grams, but frankly, it's quite bulky. I found it quite uncomfortable on any finger other than the index finger on my left hand, and I'm right-handed. And even there, it was occasionally sort of awkward, like trying to open a doorknob with my left hand often felt like the ring was grinding a bit. But to be fair, I'm not a ring guy, and other smart rings that I've worn seem about the same. So this isn't anything peculiar about the Luna ring. And I'm completely used to wearing it now, having worn it day and night for 2 months. The only times I took it off was when showering or when I charged it up. And I made no attempts to protect it from scratches or mars when going about normal activities. And it does show some wear as a result, but frankly, nothing terribly noticeable. Another nice thing about the Luna ring compared to others is it has this subtle swirl sculpted into the surface. This is directly opposite the sensor array, so it helps you to ensure that the ring is oriented properly. By the way, there are 3 little bumps on the inner surface of the ring that also help to keep the ring from rotating. It does slip around a little bit, but I found that swirl makes it easy to keep things lined up. Those sensors, they are like any other ring. They measure heart rate, blood oxygen level, skin temperature, and movement. From these basic measurements, the software derives heart rate variations, sleep data, exercise, stress, sleep, and female fertility cycles. Probably the biggest gap in all of this, and it's common to all smart rings, is blood pressure. It doesn't measure that. Let's talk about skin temperature. This one should be fairly straightforward for the ring to measure, and it's intended to be a predictor of your internal body temperature. Well, during the course of my testing, I became quite ill for 10 days. I had 6 straight days of really bad fever, up to 40 degrees Celsius. Did the ring detect it and say anything? Well, sort of. It did detect a bit of a high temperature the first day, here on June 15th, then below normal, then a few days high by about 1 degree. Considering that I was burning up that whole time, I consider this to be a major miss. On the other hand, it does automatically and fairly accurately detect physical exercise duration and intensity. For example, it detected a half-hour walk as 19 minutes. If the accuracy of your workout tracking really matters to you, that's probably not good enough, but you can track workouts manually if you want to. When you track an activity manually, you can choose from a variety of pre-canned items like running or swimming or things like that. They tend to be what I would call gym or sports oriented. If your typical activities are more run-of-the-mill, like vacuuming or mowing the lawn, well, okay, maybe not like how I mow the lawn, you can only choose a generic freestyle workout for the activity type, which is kind of annoying. One of the Luna Ring's biggest features is supposed to be tracking things by voice, which sounds cool, but it is fairly limited at this time. If you're on an iPhone, the voice stuff is integrated with Siri. But if you're on Android, like I am, you need to first launch the app, then go into the LifeOS AI tab and tap the microphone. And even then, you're limited to adding meals and drinks. You cannot ask it to start and end a workout with a voice, for example. At least not at the time of this review.
I am LifeOS. How can I help you?
Please add a meal of an omelette with Swiss cheese and tomatoes at about 6 o'clock.
All right, Don, your omelet with Swiss cheese and tomatoes is logged and saved.
Which brings me to the biggest gripe about the Luna app, the so-called AI feature called LifeOS. I swear, every time I interact with it, I end up in an argument or angry or just simply frustrated. For example, when I asked it, how do you track a walk using voice on Android? It happily gave me detailed instructions. But they were completely wrong. They made it up. So I said to the app, I don't think that's true. And then it happily agreed, oh yeah, that feature doesn't exist on Android. I mean, what's the point of an AI that's wrong about its own features? And if you start a conversation with the AI, it never stops listening. Check this out. Hey, tell me about sleep. Again, it's going to give me an answer. Can you please stop listening to me?
Don, I don't listen on my own. I only respond when you choose to speak to me. You're in control here, always.
Please stop listening to me right now.
Don, I understand you want this to stop. I don't keep listening in the background, and I can't turn any microphone on or off. I only react when you speak to me. If your device feels like it's always listening,
Oh,
that's
just
a technical
stop.
issue.
Just stop.
Please contact
Just stop.
support at lunazone.com.
Just stop. I don't want you to listen to me right now.
Don, I hear you. I'm not listening right now, and I don't stay open once you stop talking. I only respond when you choose to speak. You're completely in control.
How can you say that you're not listening when you say that you hear me and you're not listening?
Don, I can't save that. It isn't related to your health.
And on it goes. The only way out of its listening mode is to back out of the LifeOS section entirely. I find that kind of irritating. And as you probably noted, it is also quite slow. So it's irritating, sometimes wrong, and slow about it. That's a pretty bad combination. Now, on the good side, if you're wanting to track your nutrition or drink consumption, the Luna app has a great feature called photo meal logging. You just take a picture of your meal and it figures out what's in the picture and roughly the amounts of protein, carbs, and fat in it. You can adjust the overall amount up or down if you wish. It was remarkably accurate in its determination of what's in the picture, making meal logging quite easy. That said, this feature has nothing to do with the Ring itself, but it's a nice feature integrated into the app. Let's talk about sleep. I think one of the main reasons people buy these smart rings is to track their sleep patterns. Rings are a lot less obtrusive than watches or wristbands when you're sleeping, and the Luna is no exception. You can barely tell you're wearing it. But is it accurate? Well, That's hard to determine without comparing it to a full sleep study, but I have my doubts. My own experience over the past 2 months showed that it seemed to get my actual sleep time right most of the time. It was pretty close to both the start time of me sleeping and when I woke up in the night and when I woke up in the morning. But does it accurately measure REM and deep sleep? Who knows? And sometimes, by the way, it was dead wrong. One night I slept till about 3 a.m., then I was up for a couple of hours, then I went back to sleep, but it recorded only the first few hours and ignored the rest. Yes, you can add sleep time or naps manually, but they have completely screwed this up in the app. It's comically painful to do a manual add. You ask it to add sleep. Now, for some reason, it then shows you the previous night's start, end, and duration, which you cannot edit, by the way. So you naturally start by entering the start time, say a nap that started at 1 p.m. Well, it immediately says your start time can't be before the end time, which was like 6:30 or whatever in the morning when you woke up that day. So you have to start by entering the end time of your nap, then the beginning time, which is totally goofy. And anything that's on your timeline, either automatically detected sleep or workouts or manually added ones, cannot be edited afterwards. And that makes no sense. Hopefully they will improve that kind of feature over time. It's basically basic UI stuff, so it should be simple. That said, the Ring and its associated app do allow you to become much more aware of your sleep, your activity level, and should you choose to track it, your food and drink intake. This allows you to learn about the connections between all these health factors. And with the assistance of the AI tools, when you're not arguing with them, it can help you to make good lifestyle choices. It may not be perfect, but it's an inobtrusive coach that's right on your finger. So there you have it, the Gen 2 Luna Ring, a fairly standard smart ring that automatically detects sleep and workouts, has a great battery life, and an AI companion that you can argue with. But at least there's no subscription fees. I hope you found this review helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.